This week marked National Nurses Day. It's been an incredible year for our healthcare workers on the front lines. ABC 15's Mike Pelton going inside a COVID unit at a Valley hospital, asking our nurses what keeps them going.
Yes, there are very sick COVID patients here today.
But for COVID ICU nurse Kendall Gribbler, it's just another day at Valleywise Health Medical Center.
It's still one of those things where you come into work every day not knowing what to expect.
COVID hospitalization statewide far better than the peak in January. This is one of the COVID units at Valleywise. They recently reopened a second COVID unit due to an uptick in patients.
I mean, there's been a couple of cases where, I've held the phone to a patient's ear while they're getting their last rites over the phone. And that's just heartbreaking.
Kendall at Valleywise for the past 8 years, part of a dedicated workforce. On Thursday for National Nurses Day came an influx of flowers from Albertsons and Safeway.
You guys are awesome.
It was really nice. They were so happy, and we gave it to every single nurse. I mean, not every single nurse, but every single nurse we ran into. So it was nice. They felt happy. There was a lot of smiles.
Nurse manager Regina Villa says nurses do feel the appreciation, but the pandemic still bringing challenges. With staff, with COVID patients, they are, tired.
What keeps you going?
That's a good question. I think because what else are we going to do? So it's not what keeps us going. Like, we don't have a choice but to keep going. There's no other option, because who else is going to do it?
And from what we saw, this COVID unit looks busy. Yet another shift for Kendall, who has seen a lot of heartbreak.
Patient in particular that sticks out in my mind, that she didn't want to get intubated, but it got to the point where she really felt like she couldn't breathe. And so then the doctors were basically telling her, like, if we don't intubate you, there's a chance that you won't make it out of here. And so she asked if she could call her family and say goodbye, and they said yep, and she did. And we're all standing around watching while she's FaceTiming her family, and she ended up not making it. And it's things like that that's just, it's real.
But despite the most challenging year of her career,
I wouldn't do it anything else. I wouldn't change this for the world, this job anyways.
No matter how difficult the days get. Mike Pelton, ABC 15, Arizona.